Her name is Winifred Blossomhurst. I know, not exactly a name that makes your knees tremble with terror, which is why she mostly goes by the pseudonym Ripclaw. Now, pseudonym may sound like someone just sneezed a load of random letters, but I can assure you it is actually a real word. It's a fancy way of saying nickname. Every day's a school day, except the weekend. I always thought that Ripclaw was a bit of a pompous choice, but Winifred Blossomhurst was never the most subtle of people. For the last 50 years or so, she's believed that I was dead, and I was very happy to let her think that. She also never realised that, right before she shot me in the chest and left me to die, I stole the legendary map of Mayhem right out of her jacket pocket. Now, however, if the notes pinned to my doors were anything to go by, she not only knew that I was alive, but had also somehow discovered that I was the map thief. "She can't be that bad," said Atticus. "She put a kiss at the bottom of the letter." "That's not a kiss, Ratty, it's an X, meaning death. It's sort of her trademark signature." "Oh." "Yes, oh." I turned back to Grizzler. "So, the map, what did you do with it?" "I buried it," he replied. "You buried it?" I squealed in a voice that offended even my eardrums. "I buried it," he confirmed. "Why on earth would you do a ridiculous thing like that?" Grizzler shrugged. "Because the stupid thing was driving me crazy. I couldn't make any sense of it, so burying it seemed like the most logical thing to do." "You couldn't have just stuffed it at the back of your underwear drawer like a normal person?" I asked. "Where did you bury it?" asked Atticus. Said Grizzler, followed by an ominous swallow. "On one of the Cragganwich Isles." A cold shiver scuttled down my back, like a centipede fleeing a snowstorm. "Well, that wasn't very sensible," I said. The Cragganwich Isles are a small archipelago in the English Channel, about 50 nautical miles south of the mainland. If you've never heard of them, it's because your geography teacher is terrible at their job and should probably be fired. "That map has a cursed past," said Grizzler. "I thought the further away from me it was, the better. Besides, I didn't know the island was plagued at the time." "Plagued with what?" asked Atticus. "Pray you never find out," I replied. "I'm going to need the exact location," I said to Grizzler. "You're not seriously thinking of," he said. "What choice do I have?" "Not even smugglers go near the Cragganwich Isles, and for good reason." "Look, it shouldn't take long. A couple of hours there, a couple of hours back, bish bash bosh, job done." Grizzler and I stared at each other for a couple of moments, until Autumn interrupted by blowing a particularly wet raspberry. "Fine, I'll write it down," said Grizzler, wiping Autumn's spittle off his arm. "Just make sure you arrive at the islands before dark. Otherwise—" I know, I replied. "I mean it," he said. "Once it gets dark—" He didn't need to finish his sentence. We both knew what happened on the Cragganwich Isles once it got dark. He walked around the bar and took out a piece of paper and a long feather pen. While Grizzler was scrawling, Atticus picked at a splinter of wood on the front of the shipwreck. Autumn jumped up and down, trying to reclaim the blunderbuss in my belt. "Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it," I said, in time with her jumps. After as much jumping as I could take, I removed the weapon and slung it behind the bar. "Here," said Grizzler, handing me the slip of paper. I took it from him and tucked it in my pocket. "Thank you," I said. "One more thing. How do you fancy looking after two delightfully well-behaved children for the afternoon?" "What?" said Grizzler. "What?" said Atticus. "Spinny plop ploppity plop plopping," said Autumn. "You can't leave us here," said Atticus. "You're supposed to be looking after us." "I'm looking after you by leaving you here," I told him. "Where I'm going is far too dangerous." "Plop, plop, 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 plop," sang Autumn. "The kid's got a point," said Grizzler. "The one singing about plops?" I asked. "No, the other one. This is no place for children." Grizzler gave his head a rough scratch, making his dreadlocks shake. "Sorry, Spit-Tooth. I'd go to the ends of the earth for you, you know that, but I'm no babysitter." "OK, fine. I'll find somewhere to ditch them on the way. Come on, kids, we're going." I grabbed a child in each hand and paused. "It was good to see you again, Grizzler. Really good."